This is the Himalaya, which literally means abode of snow. It's the last frontier, the king of all mountains. Here, species have thrived and gone extinct, civilizations came and then destroyed. But the mountains, they have seen it all.
Lights out, it's a cold Sunday morning.
My name is Rohan, and the mountains, my home. I believe that before one takes a step outside into the paths unknown, one must truly understand where he belongs.
I feel like it's open.
This is my winter, a winter where I explore and film my own backyard through travel, adventure, music, practically anything that can slow time down for me. You can call this my quest for redemption, my path to inspiration, a test of spirituality, a way to become a young fool again. Because this is my way back home.
Lights out, it's a cold Sunday morning. I think it's snowing now. No more cellular phones.
Now I know that a lot of travelers, locals and guidebooks will agree with the fact that the Himalayas are no place to visit during the winter. Below freezing temperatures, inability to get around, a very few places to eat, no proper accommodation, blah 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 blah. I say to hell with that. You want to see the mountains in all its pomp and glory, then you better get ready to make a few sacrifices. A quick overnight bus journey from Delhi to Manali will get you into the valleys in no time. Over the years, Manali has transformed from this lazy old town to this bustling tourist destination. Why? Well, the answer is simple. Snow. We live in a country where we hardly need to put on another layer of clothing, let alone knowing the difference between ice and snow. But when you see it for the first time, it's a whole different story. This is home, and this is where I start my long journey into the winter wonderlands of northern India. I spent most of my growing up life away from home, and as a result, I know nothing about it. But I've always felt a strong connection with the mountains and a longing to go there and explore my own backyard. While living in the mountains during the winter, there is one and only one thing which is most essential: heat. This is what a tandoor looks like. This is much more of a traditional mountain style tandoor. And you can say that this thing is the lifeline of the people around here, because without this it's just you are totally completely unable to survive without this. You can imagine a big sack of firewood costs about 600-700, and you can go through anywhere around maybe 10 sacks in one winter. Now 10 sacks of firewood for an entire winter might not seem very expensive, but for the average Himalayan, the price of firewood is definitely a conversation maker. But on a day like this, where there's no transport, no electricity, no phone signals, the question arises, what does an average man do to pass his time?
हम लोग कल से बेकार बैठे हुए हैं, लाइट नहीं है, बिजली बिल्कुल नहीं है। आप तकरीबन कल सुबह से ही शायद बिजली गई हुई है। जो बर्फ़ है ये काफ़ी हैवी है, बहुत भारी है, इसका वज़न ज़्यादा है, इसमें पानी ज़्यादा है, टेम्परेचर उतना लो नहीं है, इस वजह से मेरे ख्याल से बिजली की तारें सब टूट गई है यहाँ पर ना। और तो अब कुछ काम करने के लिए कुछ था नहीं, फिर हमने कहा चलो बर्फ़ हटाते हैं यहाँ से। थोड़ा टाइम भी पास हो रहा है, खाना भी हज़म हो रहा है। सिर्फ खाने के सिवाय और कोई काम है नहीं है, तो थोड़ा काम करने से थोड़ा खाना हज़म हो जाता है। टीवी टूवी देख नहीं सकते हैं, बैटरी सारे डिस्चार्ज हो गए हैं, मोबाइल चल नहीं रहे हैं, बिल्कुल कट ऑफ है। और ऐसा लग रहा है कि आज से 50 साल पीछे जा चुके हैं। और उसका अपना ही मज़ा है, थोड़ा 1-2 दिन के लिए अच्छा लग रहा है। ऐसा लग रहा है आज कि जैसे हम बचपन में जैसे हमारे जैसा टाइम होता था वैसे उसी टाइप का लाइफस्टाइल हो गया आजकल। आई थिंक कभी कभी ऐसा भी होना चाहिए, अच्छा लग रहा है।
I have been in Manali for the past 3 days now, and when I first arrived here there wasn't any snow, and it's been dumping for the past 3 days. Just there's been a whole lot of snow, and finally today on the third day it's starting to clear up. You can see the mountains, you can see the trees just all covered in a whole lot of snow, and there's probably about a feet and a half or two, like this is within Manali, so it's pretty damn good.
When the skies clear up, it's time to take a walk. There's nothing like walking around the snow-clustered alleyways of Manali, especially if you're going for a bowl of thukpa.
A little bit of vinegar, a little bit of chutney, which is the stuff you put in this, and your soup. That's the stuff.
My granddad told me that Manali town as you see it today never actually existed. What existed was Dana Bazaar. It was a place where travelers and merchants alike halted and geared up before they took on the grueling journey through the Silk Route to reach the far-flung areas of Ladakh and Yarkand. The real Manali today is called Old Manali.
A lot of people think Old Manali is just that one street with a bunch of hippies and there's shops and there's some restaurants, but that's not really Old Manali. You really walk, you really have come inside, you come into the temple area, and you try and find your way through these little streets, and you'll find yourself to be in a completely different place. Come here and you look at the people, you look at the kids, and they're all playing, they're so happy, on a nice bright sunny day like this. It's really fun to watch them, and it kind of brings back a lot of memories when I was a kid growing up here.
यहाँ के जो ओल्ड मनाली के locals people, they crazy people.
If anybody wants to come to Manali, this is the time. February, winter time, snow time. That's when you're going to see the true side of Manali.
Lights out, it's a cold Sunday morning. I was told if I wanted to know more about the tandoor, there was only one person I needed to meet, Mr. Panchiram, which meant it was time to get the wheels out. But on a day like today, even that can get a bit tricky.
And so look at this. It's hard. It's because it's morning, so the snow is like almost like ice. So it's really hard to get that out, and it's just completely submerged in snow. Oh, this is going to be tough.
साइड लो ना, इसका नहीं
क्या बोल रहे हैं आप? इस तरफ लो, फिर पीछे.
नहीं इस साइड लो ना,
हाँ.
फिर पीछे लो.
परेगो.
There are two types of heating systems that the Himalayans totally depend upon. The tandoor, which I talked about earlier, and the bukhari. The only difference is that the bukhari is meant for keeping warm alone, whereas on a tandoor, one can also cook. This is Mr. Panchiram, the best tandoor maker in town.
आपने अपने पूरे लाइफ टाइम में कितने तंदूर बना दिए होंगे?
कम मुश्किल है ये पूछना.
मुश्किल है बताना.
मुश्किल है. जैसे आपको तैयार है,
हाँ जी.
आपको मिलता नहीं है, कोई और ही उतार ले जाता है.
अच्छा.
फिर हमको फिर रात दिन वेट करके करना पड़ता है. कई ऐसे होते हैं जो उधर नहीं दिया जाता है. नहीं बनता.
शुरुआत में तो मेरे ख्याल से बाहर तो बना होगा ना, लेकिन जो हिमाचल में है वो हमारे घर से ही शुरू हुआ है.
अच्छा.
इसको हार्डली अगर काम करें ना लगातार तो 3 दिन लग जाता, मतलब ये फुल डिज़ाइन वाले में.
Like he said, he gets close to 200 to 300 orders in one winter, and it's just he doesn't work anymore. His son works, and it becomes really hard for them to finish so many. And because of that, there's like a lot of fights between people, and how people place orders and someone else comes and takes it, and these guys run to their houses to get it back, and so there's that much fight for his work because his work is the best.
ये जी हमारे काम में नहीं, मटेरियल हम सही लगाते हैं। हाँ, काम में हेरा फेरी नहीं है।
मटेरियल काम में मतलब हेरा फेरी नहीं है, जितना
लोग
बोलेंगे
भी यही देखते हैं भाई, मटेरियल सही है, काम भी ठीक है, तो हम पर ज़्यादा विश्वास करते हैं।
अब ये औरत नहीं बार 4 महीने हो गए इसको। मेरे को 2 जगह मतलब पोस्ट खाली था सरकारी नौकरी के लिए। मैं पिताजी के पैर में पड़ गया। मैं क्या, मैंने नहीं जाना, मैंने कहा आपका काम सीखना मैंने। तो पिताजी मेरे को गुस्सा करने लगे, बोलता है इस काम में क्या रखा, बोला वहाँ नौकरी कर, बोला मैंने नहीं। मैं क्या, जो सिस्टम आपका चला है मैं क्या, मैं उसको आगे बढ़ाऊंगा। मैं मेरा बेटा भी हो जाए, मैं क्या उसको भी ये काम दूंगा।
इंटरेस्ट की वजह से आगे चले हुए।
हाँ जी, बिल्कुल।
इंटरेस्ट नहीं होगा, इट इज नथिंग।
One other thing that the locals, including myself, enjoy are the hot sulfur springs. Trust me when I say this, there is nothing more relaxing than a dip in a pool of almost burning hot water.
You see people doing all sorts of stuff over here. They're washing their clothes, kids are playing in the snow, people are drying off their clothes on the hot stones, and some kids are just enjoying, people are shaving and just cleaning up basically, but right on the side of the bank of the river, and it's hot water, it's really hot.
One of the biggest enemies of an aging mountain man is joint and muscle pain. But this pool of murky, disgusting looking water is not just a relaxer, but also a healer.
मैं तो चल नहीं सकता था, बिल्कुल मैं तो टुकड़ा होकर चलता था। ये हालत पहुंच गया था। मैं 1.5 महीना पहले कुंड में नहाया, लेकिन वहाँ ठंडा है पानी, तो बाद में मैंने बदला ये। आज 14 दिन हो रहा मुझे। 14 दिन में मेरे को काफ़ी फर्क पड़ गया, 80% पड़ गया। हाँ, मैं तो 2 घंटा बैठता हूँ, जब तक पसीना नहीं आता तब तक मैंने नहीं बैठा। पसीना आने के बाद काफ़ी बैठा हूँ।
So for a mere $20 you can go inside and have a bath and maybe just sit inside hot water and just feel like heaven.
रोज आते हैं आप?
रोज आते हैं।
अच्छा, क्यों घर पे क्यों नहीं नहाते? यहाँ क्यों नहाते हैं? घर पे क्यों नहीं नहाते?
यहाँ आजकल पानी नहीं आ रहा है, बर्फ की वजह से सारा पानी जम गया है।
If there's heaven on earth, it's right here in this murky yellow water. Oh, I swear to God, there's nothing more relaxing in the world than a hard day's work and then a pool filled with sulfur water where you can just take a dip and I feel like at least 200 kilos right now and heavy, and it's probably about 4 degrees outside, 3 degrees, and trust me, my body is like, I could roll out in the snow right now, but I won't do that.
That sound, it's a cold Sunday morning. Manali is a pretty small place if you consider the population and area alone. But around this small town are hidden natural gems scattered all over. One such gem is our very own town park. The only difference is that it's a full-fledged pine forest. The trees within this forest can rise anywhere between 10 to 15 stories high. This is that one enchanted forest that makes you feel like you're in one of those epic medieval films. And then when you look down at your feet, you realize that there is a whole new world surrounding just your boots alone.
When we were kids, we used to come down here and a lot of our classes were held over here, especially the SUPW periods, Our teachers used to get us out here and spend about 2-3 hours just playing around, learning about nature and stuff.
Another wonder that lies within this forest is the secret world map. It takes a little bit of an effort to find it, but believe me, sometimes nature can just surprise you.
I finally found it, and it's right here. It's a special rock, and I will tell you why in a moment. So, we've got China, Russia, Australia, and we got India, we got Africa over here, we got entire Europe, we got North America and South America, which is buried deep down into the snow, and I don't want to take it out with my hands today. It's really freezing. Look for this rock. It's a bit of a search, but it's a nice spot. The view is awesome, the river is right next to you, and one of God's creations as well.
The idea of travel should not just involve moving from one place to the other. It should also evoke a sense of accomplishment in any big or small way.
Today I have decided to climb to this place called Jogni Waterfall, which is right up there, hidden between those rocks. Probably reach there in about an hour. If you're a fast walker, you can do it in about half an hour as well. Yeah, it's an absolutely beautiful place, and in Manali that's a must visit.
It's a bit of a climb, but trust me, when you reach there, you will forget every little step that you took. The thing about this hike is that it's really strenuous and aggressive, but still very rewarding at the end. All you have to do is look at your next 3 steps and just keep walking. It was one of those perfect days that make you feel like dancing. And then...
Just come here, right, come here. I heard this crazy sound, this noise, just like an earthquake. You gotta go, man! And I looked up. Right from the valley over there, there's a huge chunk of rubble. Stay here. It's got like mud in it, there's rocks, there's huge rocks, and then there's water, there's snow, and it's all coming. Holy the water came gushing out. I saw the pressure. The pressure was so much that I thought it's just going to blast out rocks. It's done the damage more inside the gorge rather than coming out. But we're still going to continue.
One girl left her fleece skirt with a wildling. I have done this walk to Jogni many times, and every time a different path unfolds before me. With every step that I take, the anticipation just builds and builds, because I can hear it, but I just can't see it yet.
This is Jogni Waterfall. It's a small paradise away from all the dirt in the world. For me, this is one of my favorite places. Whenever I come back to Manali, I make sure I come here. And this waterfall is just so massive. It comes from really high up and then falls into this narrow gorge, and then it comes out, rushes out through some channels, and then it comes out from this big mouth of this mountain. places like these, like Jogni Fall, they're always considered sacred by a lot of the locals, and this is actually the abode of Jogni Mata. Standing right on the edge of it is and looking down at the rainbows and the water falling from the top, and you're standing in front of this big mouth of this even bigger mountain. It is just no words. About 30-40 steps above from Jogni Fall. If you keep coming up, you come to this area where there's some really amazing rock formations, and these rocks are just hanging. They're just ready to fall at any point of time. That's what they look like. These places, these caves, they're called ruads over here in local language, and mostly used by shepherds. On a rainy day, or when the weather's bad, they come to take shelter with their entire flock of sheep, and just relax inside until the weather clears out.